Well, today we're going to talk about the PIHRA volunteer leader in the secretary position. And today we have with me Kristina Hess, who is our current PIHRA board secretary. We're going to talk about being considered for the PIHRA secretary at your chapter level. Welcome, Kristina.
Good morning, Lauren. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Well, let's talk a little bit about why you love being a PIHRA volunteer leader.
Sure. I think it's the relationships. I mean, when it comes down to it, we spend a lot of time at work. We spend a lot of time with our families. And so when we think about, where I got to sacrifice from one of those things, what keeps me volunteering is the relationships that I've been able to build within PIHRA, the professional development, being able to take over a leadership position and actually contribute in a way that I'm not able to contribute in my current role. But taking a board secretary role allows me to kind of see the world from a different lens and take on a bit more leadership that I then am able to translate into my day-to-day work. So I would say the professional development, the relationships, keeps me coming back.
Absolutely. If somebody's looking at being a PIHRA chapter secretary, how much time would you say is involved each month, and what are the main responsibilities?
Sure. So it can be it's just like with anything, it can be as much or as little as you choose. The mandatory time spent is, your responsibility is to take the minutes of the meeting. So you've got to be very present and, in the moment when you're taking notes and the minutes for the meeting, because it's your job to, take down what decisions are being made in the business that's actually being done. So it takes the length of the meeting, of the chapter meeting. So it can be anywhere from 60 minutes, maybe to 120 minutes, depending on, what's on the agenda for that particular chapter meeting. And then maybe an additional 30 minutes after that, just to tie up your notes, make sure that it's formatted correctly and we've noted everything that needs to be noted. And then you can either share it with the board members or upload it to a file. So that's like minimum, maybe, like I said, 2 to 3 hours tops. Now, if as a corporate secretary, you are part of the executive committee as well. So if there are others executive committee business that needs to be dealt with in addition to the secretary role, you may be, pulled into an executive committee task or meeting or other committee that might have another project going on. But at a minimum, really, you're looking at about three hours a month. And at a maximum, you can be just as involved as you want. It turns out, how much you give is how much you're able to get. So.
Absolutely. Definitely. And it's fun to be involved at the chapter board level. And then, of course, we're both involved on the larger board level, because you do build those relationships, as you said in the beginning. And then you get to see each other at maybe the CLU, right? The economic update and legal update, at our main PIHRA conference. And then, of course, all of your chapter events. And as you said, it's as much as or as little as you can put into it. And knowing your capacity for being a volunteer leader is important, because as much as we love volunteer leadership, we also have day jobs
Exactly.
as HR vendors or HR practitioners. And so it's a great opportunity to be able to get involved and have that leadership. And as you said, it translates then into more leadership experience for us in our day jobs in the HR space as well.
Exactly. And if your superior sees that you are dedicating out of work time to something that is professional development, you can add that into your resume, into your LinkedIn, and it makes you that much more attractive to, like I said, your current company. Also, if you're looking for a different job or if you're looking to potentially move up within your position, taking those extracurricular activities and volunteering helps you level up your skill set and hopefully your title.
Absolutely. Why would you say that you love being a volunteer leader? You mentioned the relationships. Is there anything else that you want to add on that line?
I think, the relationships, the community, just being able to expand my mind and to be able to expand the relationships and be able to see different perspectives of the business and the workplace. I mean, I've been able to meet HR directors from food companies, HR directors from tech companies, and everything in between, construction. And you're really able to understand a vast array of issues that are, issues and ways to solve those issues and how to address those issues from a multitude of perspectives. Here in California, we obviously have a very complex labor and employment dynamic here in California. So being able to see these wonderful people in the HR community come together and understand how they work to solve the dynamic of California employment and be successful is inspiring. And so I think just hearing people's stories, being a part of that, being able to help develop a community and develop a platform for those individuals to meet and learn from each other, that's that helps get me up in the morning. It's very rewarding.
Absolutely. Well, we hope that those watching are considering being that chapter secretary, getting involved. Really, all you need is your pen and paper, your ability to take notes and listen and keep Robert's Rules of Order going during that board meeting, working with your chair, your vice chair, and the other elected officials and people on your chapter board. So thank you so much for your time, Kristina, and thank you for watching and being considered for being a volunteer leader with PIHRA.
Thanks for having me, and I hope everybody applies.
Absolutely. See you soon.